What mumble rappers think about Eminem.
I remember a time in hip-hop where you had to be so different.
Being one of the most famous rappers of all time, there's no denying Eminem has had his fair share of hate. Even though he has one of the biggest fan bases of all time, he also has one of the biggest numbers of haters as well. Among these haters are fellow rappers, some of them who have joined a league of men to be titled mumble rappers. These individuals rap in a certain fashion that most people would consider to be not understandable. While they do maintain a nice beat and rhythm, the words themselves tend to get fumbled around and become inaudible. Being on opposite ends of the spectrum, there's no question why Eminem has beefed with these mumble rappers now and then. Welcome to Lime Report, and today we're going to break down everything you need to know about the drama between Eminem and some of the top up-and-coming artists in the rap game. Make sure to stay until the end to hear the crazy feud between Eminem and Lil Pump. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment keyword RAP for a chance to win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Takashi 6ix9ine. One of the few rappers on this list who isn't on the Kamikaze diss track is Takashi 6ix9ine. The Treyway rapper went on Instagram where he posted a freestyle over one of Eminem's hit songs. As Takashi rapped over the Lose Yourself instrumental, he spoke about how Eminem was wise not to diss him. Though he may think that is the case, most fans will figure the lack of Takashi's name is more due to the fact that Eminem is not aware of who he is. His lack of new releases and increase of jail time has not helped the rapper's career. With his cases still in trial and Takashi deciding to snitch on his friends, it doesn't seem the Treyway leader will be in any future Eminem tracks to come. Migos. Now, while the Atlanta-based group and the Detroit-born rapper have yet to cross paths, that didn't stop them from forming animosity against each other. Upon hearing their most recent album, when asked, Eminem stated he was not a fan. He went on to say he wasn't a fan of the work he can so barely understand. Though this comment was more of a shot to the genre itself, it was still a direct fire towards the Migos group, who in turn were not happy with the rapper's comment. They have yet to make an official response, but if history repeats itself, we can expect to see another rap feud between the artist and the Atlanta group. Should Migos decide to release a track going after the Slim Shady rapper, there is no question we can expect a response in return. This was demonstrated last year when Eminem started a feud with rapper MGK. The two started beefing after MGK commented that Eminem's daughter was hot. At the time, she was only 16, and clearly Eminem took offense to this. He went into the studio and dropped the song Kill Shot, which focused on the destruction of MGK's career. Not too long after, MGK responded with a track of his own titled Rap Devil. The two continued to duke it out in the following weeks, and to everyone's surprise, MGK came out the other end. Granted, his level of success is nowhere near Eminem's, but the fact that his career remains intact should be a victory all on its own. Most rappers who've gone against Slim Shady have not come out of the battle, which is why we're curious to see what happens with Eminem and Migos. Let us know in the comments section below what you think of the beef. Do you think Migos will drop a diss track? Make sure to stay until the end of the video to hear what we think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Lil Yachty. As previously stated, Eminem is not a fan of mumble rap, which brings no surprise when you hear he is not a fan of Lil Yachty. Though Eminem didn't technically diss Lil Yachty, he said enough for him to know he doesn't respect him as an artist. Either way, the mumble rapper seemed fine with it, as his response to the comment was more laid back than most. He went on to say how he thought it was cool Eminem took shots at him, and how he is a fan of the Slim Shady rapper. Lil Yachty may be a mumble rapper, but he achieved his success in a much different fashion. Rather than simply releasing songs on platforms such as SoundCloud, Lil Yachty grew his online following first. He even held other positions in the entertainment business such as modeling and acting. Perhaps with this extensive background in the arts, Lil Yachty is more than just a simple mumble rapper. Lil Pump, the unofficial face of mumble rap himself. Lil Pump is also no stranger to the insults of Slim Shady. In his song Kamikaze, the rapper goes on to call Lil Pump and another fellow mumble rapper, Lil Xan, out for being unoriginal, stating the use of the word Lil is a straight ripoff from the artist Lil Wayne. Wayne, who has been in the music game for over a decade, has started a trend that took 10 years to get manipulated. However, unfortunately for everyone, the only thing the rapper successfully copies was his style and name. His talent remains to be one of the best in the game today. After hearing the track, Lil Pump took the insult in stride, stating he understands why Eminem felt the need to do it and simply replied with, "Thank you." Seeing how the rapper continues to elevate his career, working with a number of respected musicians, it doesn't seem Lil Pump will be slowing down anytime soon. Maybe one day, if the artist decides to change his design, we could potentially see him and Slim work on a track together. But until then, we will continue to report the ongoing beef between the two rappers. Eminem's history of beef. The Slim Shady artist is no stranger when it comes to beefing with other rappers. Starting up doing rap battles, it's no wonder why he seems to be nearly unbeatable when it comes to back-and-forth diss records. In most recent history, Eminem has taken shots at MGK, Cypress Hill, and the entire mumble rap game. But most of all, that drama pales in comparison to his history with Joe Budden. The two, who've had an extensive relationship that spans over a decade, have had their fair share of fights. In his most recent rivalry, Eminem took shots at Joe Budden in his album Kamikaze on his track Fail. There he mentions Joe Budden's dropped domestic abuse charges of 2016. Following that, Joe Budden responded in a recent episode of his show, The Joe Budden Podcast. There he claims he has outshined Eminem for over a decade and that the artist simply fell off. The relationship between the two artists officially began back in 2011 when Eminem signed the group Slaughterhouse, including Joe to his record. Initially, things were going well as Budden claimed he and Eminem were on great terms and that he respected his music. Forward to 2017, with the election of President Trump, Eminem decided to release a cipher focused at insulting the new leader of the free world. That, along with the release of his album Revival, the Slim Shady artist received some criticism, some of which stemmed from Joe Budden himself. Joe went on to say it was one of the worst songs he had ever heard. Budden also claimed he took offense to Eminem's use of the plight of African Americans to advance his ticket sales. Fellow rapper Royce da 5'9" also chimed in on the topic, stating that if Eminem felt so inclined to do something for the African American community, then he should have reached out. Following the criticism, Eminem took to another track, a remix titled Chloraseptic featuring 2 Chainz. There, the rapper once again took shots at Joe Budden, and this time Royce da 5'9" as well, stating the two rappers formed a verdict prior to actually hearing the song and giving it a fair chance. Initially, Budden and Royce didn't bother to respond, with Budden claiming he doesn't believe the line is about him. But after the track Fall, we can most likely expect to hear a reaction from Budden in the near future. What do you think of Eminem's diss track? Do you think Budden will respond? Let us know in the comment section below and stay until the end to hear our thoughts and theories on the next diss tracks. The game itself. No matter how many individual shots Eminem takes, there's no artist he hates more than the art of mumble rap itself. Since no one artist can claim the creation of the newest rap trend, it can't claim an owner. Due to that fact, the Slim Shady artist settles with calling out artists who copy this trend. On top of that, these same artists continue to copy styles of former rappers while releasing songs that are inaudible. There's no question why Eminem would take such offense to this, being a rap veteran himself. When you take his point of view into consideration, it's understandable to see where he's coming from. Having to fight his way through rap battles and even oppression for being white, Eminem has been through it all, which is why it must be annoying to see an undeserving young artist who is receiving just as much attention due to social media. To make matters worse, the songs they release are past the point of bad and enter the realm of inaudible. If you think it's annoying to listen to rappers who can barely speak is annoying, imagine being the rap god, being one of the greatest and fastest rappers of all time. Eminem is a professional when it comes to wordplay and rhyming, so having to deal with artists of equivalent fame who don't actually have the skill set to compete against him must feel like child's play. Nevertheless, regardless of how bad Eminem or any other artist may think the mumble rappers are, there's no stopping the trend from growing by the day. Thanks to the help of social media, artists Lil Yachty and Lil Pump can continue to release their music and will continue to receive attention and praise for their work, regardless of how bad that work may be. Due to that fact, we are faced with a future of rap that remains uncertain, which leads us to our next and final topic. What happens next? As Eminem continues to make waves in his lengthy career, we can always expect for a new beef to form. Seeing how most rappers today actually fake beef just for the clout, it's actually refreshing to see a real feud between rappers. Though most of the time when rappers beef with Eminem, their careers don't live to see the other side. That's slowly starting to change. Either the rap god is getting lighter or the game is getting better. Whatever the reason may be, all it means is we can expect to see more rap battles and more beefs throughout the months to come. With that said, it doesn't look like the mumble rap phase is slowing down anytime soon. And neither do Eminem's tracks. As long as the two continue to coexist, you can always expect more drama. And with more drama, come more videos here at Lime Report. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword RAP for a chance to win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. And make sure to stay tuned for everything we'll have coming in store for you.
So different from the next person, or you were trash. There's a shift.
Yes, to a person that I do not want to be moving forward.
Why give them that power?
Somewhere that happened that if it doesn't sound like everything else, then it's trash automatically.
Good question.
I was wearing masks all weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Feeling dusty.
And I packed, this is what I packed. I couldn't wear
automatically.
Yeah.
And I just sat back like, okay, all right, I can take that. It's not like I can't.
Because that's what
so like, I didn't have enough time to see my hairstylist.
New perspective.
New perspective.
Haven't really looked at it that way.
Constructive criticism, but I feel like it kind of went beyond constructive criticism. So I had to go back to it and look,